so much importance dyan sa position mo just because you are a senator. Ito si Gordon talagang lumaki ang ulo. He treats other people like inferior sa kanya. You know, gawain mo yan sa iba, huwag sa akin. Talagang I will see to it that you will have your juice coming. Bastos ka eh. Bastos ka na tao, Gordon. Bastos ka. Bumubula pa yung baba mo na yung sa parmalin. Sabi ko, durugin mo yan. Eh, wala kang nakita sa investigasyon. Cleared by COA, nagalit ka. Tapos kalkal ka ng kalkal. Kasi kikilala ko yung mga negosyante. Kasalanan ko ba yung mga tao dito kung sinong magpunta sa akin magpakilala? At hindi naman yung presidente na yan dito. Been Davao for 22 na nga. So, kilala ko yan. Kaya kita mo transaction, malinis. Wala kang mga nakita. Walang overprice. Walang ghost deliveries. Wala kang nakita. Gusto mo kalkalin lahat. Hanggang dumating ka doon sa taxes. Walang bayad. Eh, di patayin mo. Dapat sunugin mo yan sila. Pero huwag yung mga cabinet members na gano'n at tratamento ninyo. Kasi kung tinuloy mo yung gano'n, magkagulo talaga tayo. At sinabi ko sa kanila, stand up and tell them that you're leaving. If you are arrested, I will go there and get you. Ayaw ninyo, aligulo.
Seven more hospitals have cut ties with PhilHealth due to unpaid claims. The tropical cyclone expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility today intensifies into a tropical storm. According to the latest SWS data, joblessness in the country slightly decreased in the third quarter. COMELEC thumbs down the proposal to postpone the 2022 elections. And Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and former Senator Bongbong Marcos are set to visit Iloilo. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. More hospitals have decided to cut ties with PhilHealth as the state insurer struggles to pay reimbursement claims. Marian Enriquez with the story.
The ongoing row between PhilHealth and hospitals continues. 7 private hospitals in Iloilo City will be cutting ties with the state insurer starting next month due to unpaid claims of more than 545 million pesos.
Do we still have to sign another contract and then suffer again? We saw it going this far unless PhilHealth talaga make a big move also to reconcile, no? And come up with solutions.
In a December 10 advisory, the hospital said PhilHealth did not comply with its legal obligations under the National Health Insurance Act. It said that the insurer only paid 15 to 20% of its liabilities since it started the reconciliatory process last October 8. Despite the disengagement, they said they would still accommodate PhilHealth members but would no longer deduct PhilHealth benefits or process their claims. For Dr. Elmer Pedregosa of the Iloilo Mission Hospital, it was a difficult yet necessary move to make.
Will you take the risk na konti na lang yung pasyente mo because na hindi ka accredited ng PhilHealth? or you will take the risk because na hindi ka babayaran naman ng PhilHealth for next year.
PhilHealth admits delays in reimbursing COVID claims. Aside from staff shortage, they are trying to be more stringent with claims.
We pay wrongly, makukuha naman kami. And alam mo naman sa COA, pag ma-disallow yun, we have to pay out of our own pockets.
For the Private Hospitals Association, other hospitals beyond Iloilo might follow suit.
Kung halimbawa po mag-umpisa yan at makita talaga no, aming ibang miyembro pa na ganun talaga ang mangyayari, ay baka po maraming sumunod na po dyan. Ay hindi naman po namin yan ginugusto.
PhilHealth has put in place a new debit credit payment method. 60% of claims are paid in advance. The rest are released after process has been completed. 11 billion pesos have been released to 366 hospitals under the new system.
Ito na nga, mapapabilis na nga yung payment through the DCPM. But and tuloy-tuloy ang pag-usap ng ating mga regional people.
PhilHealth has assured that they are exhausting all possible means to avert the situation for disengagements not to push through. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
A PhilHealth official is now advising members not to seek medical care from non-accredited private hospitals. This as more and more hospitals decide to disengage from the state-run fund over supposed unpaid reimbursement claims. PhilHealth spokesperson Shirley Domingo said they're still trying their best to avert the situation and stop private hospitals from disengaging with the fund. But she said they have no choice but to advise members to go to accredited hospitals for their welfare and convenience. Domingo also said PhilHealth is now processing about 39,000 claims a day and have so far paid up to 155 billion pesos in claims since January.
I want to emphasize that yung nadidelay na claims are only those that are COVID claims. No? Yung regular claims, yung non-COVID claims ay nababayaran yan. In fact, nagkabayad na kami ng 165 billion plus in claims reimbursement. So, ito yung statement that we're not paying. We are paying. Kaya lang yung nagdi-delay yung COVID claim. There were policy issues that we had to resolve.
Moving on to today's weather updates, the tropical storm with international name Rai continues to maintain strength as it moves closer to the Philippine area of responsibility. To tell us more about this, we have Chris Perez reporting live from the Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Good morning again, Chris. What is the latest on Tropical Storm Rai?
Good morning, Charles. Our tropical storm with international name Rai remains outside the area of responsibility, and it is expected to enter the PAR in between this afternoon to evening and will be given the local name Odette. Now, this particular tropical storm is still expected to intensify further into a typhoon before it makes landfall over the eastern Visayas and Caraga area this Thursday. That is why as early as today, we are giving advice to the general public, especially those living in the Visayas area, southern Luzon area, especially over the Palawan, and our residents of the Mindanao area to be alert, continue monitoring for the updates of Pag-asa about this particular tropical cyclone, and to start cooperating and coordinating with their local government and disaster risk reduction managers for disaster preparedness and mitigation measures. The next update about this tropical cyclone will be issued at 11 a.m. today, Charles.
All right, thanks for that, Chris. Are we expecting Tropical Storm Rai to already affect parts of the country today? And if so, how?
Well, at the moment, it has yet to affect any part of the country, but we are expecting that by Wednesday, certain areas, particularly the eastern section of Visayas and Mindanao, may experience the rains and occasional gusty winds already.
Right, so while we are waiting for Tropical Storm Rai to enter the Philippine area of responsibility, what's the weather going to be like today?
Well, the weather will be generally fair over Metro Manila, apart from some isolated light rains due to the Amihan. Meanwhile, cloudy skies and scattered rain showers and thunderstorms expected over eastern Visayas, Caraga, and Davao region, while cloudy skies with light rains will be experienced over Cagayan Valley, Apayao, Kalinga, Ifugao, Mountain Province, and Aurora. The rest of the country will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with some isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, mostly in the afternoon or evening.
Thanks for that, Chris. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Chris Perez. There are less jobless Filipinos from July to September, at least according to the latest SWS survey. Results of the national survey held in September show that some 11.9 million Filipinos were jobless in the third quarter. That is 24.8% of the adult labor force. The latest jobless rate falls slightly below the 27.6% recorded in the second quarter, when the country reverted to strict lockdowns due to the pandemic situation. SWS says this brings the average from the first 3 quarters of the year to 26.1%. That's less than the record high of over 37% from last year, but is still 5 points below the 2019 average. This means that the country's labor market has not yet recovered to pre-pandemic levels. The proposal to suspend the 2022 elections is a violation of the Constitution. That's according to COMELEC spokesperson James Jimenez. And Jimenez said the proposal made by the Coalition for Life and Democracy could still reach the en banc before any final decisions are made. But he warned that if this gets approved, some key government posts would be empty for an entire year.
There is no holdover provision, which means that if you do suspend the elections after, for 2022 and hold it in 2023, then that means you have an entire year when you have no elected officials, right? So what are you gonna do? Are they gonna nominate people to hold these positions in an appointive capacity? By whose authority? And for what purpose?
Meanwhile, the coalition denies that they want to extend the term of President Rodrigo Duterte. The group believes that it is necessary to postpone the upcoming national and local polls due to the threat of COVID-19.
It has nothing to do with politics. It has something to do with life, with health, with the best interests of the Filipinos. And that is postponing this coming scheduled May 22 local and national elections.
Let's take a look at where the presidential aspirants are headed today. Senator Manny Pacquiao will be in the Davao region, where he'll be meeting some local officials and candidates in Davao Oriental before holding a motorcade to the Mati Cultural Center. He will then pay a courtesy visit to Bishop Abel Apigo this afternoon before heading to Tagum City in Davao del Norte. Former Senator Bongbong Marcos will be in Iloilo today, and this follows the caravan held by his supporters in the province over the weekend. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno will also visit Iloilo today, where he is set to meet with local leaders from San Joaquin and Antique. Moreno will likewise hold meetings with fisherfolk, market vendors, and businessmen in the province, and he'll also attend a reunion with some of his relatives in Hamtic, Antique. Here are the stories to watch out for later today. The raffle for the order of listing of party list groups on the ballot is scheduled later this morning. And officials from the DPWH, TRB, MPTC, and NLEX are set to lead the groundbreaking and contract signing for Section 2 of the NLEX connector. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.